Hey guys, here's a quick tip video on some stuff to look over when you get your Blade MCPX brushless one. You can see brushless with the blue tail motor. So first off, what you want to do is balance the blades. I tend to notice that all of the Blade helicopters that I owned in the past, that you would have to balance the blade some short. Why? Because if you don't balance the blade, yes, it will fly. It flies very good if you don't balance it, but when you look at the tail fin, this thing is always going to vibrate and just move back and forth really fast. So take your time and cut a little portion of tape. I use blue tape because it's easy to see and it's a little bit heavier than regular clear tape. You put it on there and you spin it up and you just feel for vibrations and just add tape and add more or less or move it in and out until the vibration is pretty much gone, because your helicopter is going to fly much better if you have a set of balanced blades. And also the tail holds a lot better too. So another thing is blade grip tightness. You can see here the blade grips look tight, but you can see this one's loose. So once I can kind of flick it a little bit, it moves down on its own weight, which is about what you want on your blade. You can see on this side, I can flick it and it doesn't move. Some guys like to run their blade this tight, but in my opinion, from my experience and what I like, I prefer the blades to be on the looser side, and here's a few reasons why I prefer looser blades. I'm really bad with the collective, so I tend to bog down the motor a lot. And when you run your blades so tight, if the blades happen to kind of fold back, it stays right there until the motor can speed up enough, and then you have that centrifugal force to bring the blade back out. During this time, it can cause you to get a boom strike. It can cause, well, not a boom strike, but it can cause the helicopter kind of wobble or feel weird for a split second until the motor can catch up and speed up again. So I like to run the blades on the looser side, so that way, even if I bog the motor down, it's going to be loose enough where the blades will automatically pull back out to straight with the centrifugal force, you know. So that's why I like it. And also another reason is when I crash, there's less energy transfer, because when the blade's so tight, you can break a ball, you can break a link, you can break all kind of stuff. So that's just from my experience. So you guys, you know, might have different views, but this is what my theory is on having the blades a little bit on the looser side. Let's see, another thing. I noticed after a crash, the anti-rotation pin and the bracket right here came off pretty easy. So you guys might want to keep a lookout for that one. Let me bring it up in focus. So this pin right here on the anti-rotation bracket, for some reason after one, I crashed inverted, and I don't know how, it wasn't even that bad, but the pin came off. So you guys might want to keep an eye on that. It still flies, but it flies very funny, and I didn't really catch it until after the flight, because I was like, man, it's flying very funny. But yeah, that's the reason. So you guys might want to keep an eye on that. Besides that, like all Blade helicopters, if you crash, sometimes this main gear can slide down and you have a little bit of play. Very simple. After you crash, just check it, give it a little tug. If you feel up and down movement, put pressure here, and then make sure you have the groove, or make sure the key is in the slot, and just press the main gear down, and you just press it down until you hear a pop or a click, and then it's seated, and that's all you got to do. Another thing is the tail boom. So I noticed after a crash, for some reason, my tail boom was crooked. And I was like, everything looks good, all the wires are there, but you can see, if I pull it out 0.5 millimeter, I can twist the tail. But if I push it in 0.5 millimeter, I can't twist it anymore. So I guess this may be an issue with this, maybe bad molding or something, but you guys might want to keep an eye on that. This could be a problem with yours, it could not. It flies like that, but I guess if you're doing like hurricanes or tail first stuff, something really grips with the tail can twist and cause the tail to blow out or not hold, and it could be, you know, very weird. But that's pretty much it on my quick tips on the MCPX Brushless Edition. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, so thanks for watching, guys.